Hi everybody. So I wanted to do a share on the glass jars that I am using for my alcohol inks that I purchased in my haul, and I was so excited I had to play with them last night. So I decided to film this video so that you could see what it looks like before and after. So here is a mason jar, not a mason jar. Here is a jar from the pasta jars that I collected from my husband's shop. I gessoed the lid of this one, so that's why it's white. It was gold before, and you can kind of see underneath it and everything. So all I did was gesso the lid, and here's the jar before I used my alcohol ink. So I bought some of this Adirondack blending solution, which is alcohol, and I used both the yellow. I think there's no color on here, unfortunately. I can't tell you exactly what color it is, but it is yellow. So what you're seeing on the label is the color of what you get. I also did one in this color, which is a blue or teal. Okay, because this is like your, I guess what people most see the mason jars in. And since I refused to pay the price for some of these mason jars, for the blue ones at least, I just decided to try and see what it would turn out as. So here is the blue that I used. Okay, so here is the jar before it's decorated. I did a blue one. And you'll notice that I didn't do this as well because I was going too quickly. But what you do is you put the ink down in the jar along with some blending solution because it dries very fast. And you take the jar and you swirl it around like this. Like you do the bottom part. Get the bottom nice and coated. And then you tilt it on its side and you swirl it around. You can see my hands have some of the ink on it. So try not to get it on your hands. And use your craft mat for sure underneath what you're turning the jar over, so it doesn't get on your desk, because it will stain if it's a porous surface. I guess if you had another piece of glass, it would stain that too. But so you keep on turning it like this, and as you get the color on all sides evenly, you start to tilt it more and more towards the mouth of the jar. And the mouth of the jar is going to be the hardest to do, because obviously getting ink to sit on that little spot there without falling out the end is a problem. And you'll want to have a paper towel underneath the mouth so that it catches any of the moisture coming out of the jar. So you just keep on spinning it, and you can see I didn't do it very evenly on the blue jar, but this is how it turned out. So here is the regular jar, and these jars cost me nothing because my husband was storing these away for him to use to mix paint in. And so these came from pasta jars that he had, and you can see there's measurements on the sides. So here's a clear one, and here's a blue one, and here is the yellow one I did. The yellow one I had I decorated, and you can see how well the color turns out. And I'm going to use these for storing some of my embellishments. So what I did was I used some lace to wrap all the way around, and some of the sticky dots to go underneath to hold it to the jar. And there, it's actually underneath where the flowers are arranged, the seam of it at least. And then I used another ribbon that I got from Michael's to go around as well. And then I stuck some of these recollection flowers. This is a recollections flower. These plastic ones are, or resin ones. And then I used one of my stick pins over here. There's a metal ladybug right here, and I think this is Martha Stewart bling in some different colors. So there's a gold and a yellow, and they're different sizes too. I also had decorated the top. I didn't want to go too over the top with the lid because the side was decorated. Didn't want to take away from that. So I took some Teresa Collins paper. This is a Carolina Breeze pattern, I believe, and ran it through my corrugated, I don't even know what you call it. It's one of those things that crimps paper crimper, and it makes it look like corrugated paper, so it's got a wavy look to it. It's not exactly flat. And then I stuck a crocheted flower on top of that, and then glued down a button, or sorry, one of those. I think this is a Recollections flower. Either it's from Hobby Lobby or Recollections, and it's plastic. So that's the lid, and I'll also take the top off for you so you can see down inside the yellow one. This is the yellow jar. So all three of the jars started, you know, these two jars started out like this one, this clear one here on the side. And this is what you end up with, both of those colors. Now, I know that you can mix, I've seen a technique actually that Tim Holtz did, where he took some ornament balls and sprayed a can of air into it with the paint inside of it, and that makes it look like it's splattered. And so you can get some different effects with these. I actually have the metallic ones too, so I'm going to try that as well, and also use my airbrush gun to see what kind of effects I can get with that. So a lot of fun playing, and some very nice results in the end. So I hope you enjoyed my project share, and I hope everybody's having a good week so far, and we have one more day till Friday. So thanks guys for watching, and if anybody has any questions, please leave a comment and I'd be happy to answer. Thanks. Bye-bye.